This is lesson 10. So for lesson 10, lucky for you, you kind of already know the legal move because I sort of pre-taught that to you yesterday. So here's the equation that I want you to set up on your balance. 3x plus star equals x plus 4. So go ahead and set that up. So thinking about what we did yesterday, what did we learn about the relationship between x's and stars? Ava?
Well, when you have them together, well, if you have an x and a star, they make a zero pair.
Okay, good.
Equals 0 when they're together.
Good. I like that you clarified that. Yeah, so together, x and star are called a zero pair because together they equal 0. And then what's something else that kind of goes along with this? So they're called what? Yes, they're called zero pairs, but they're also what? Like how else would you describe them? Maggie? Yes, they're on. Nina? Opposites. Thank you. So we're thinking about yesterday, so we already kind of reviewed this today, but again, just so it's on video in case anyone ever forgets. So if x is, let's say, negative 20, what would star be? You're going to say it. 20. Okay. So today's legal move for lesson 10 is removing a zero pair from either side of the equation that it appears on. Because we talked about this yesterday, because a zero pair, their value obviously is 0, that doesn't affect the balance of the scale. So if you have 3 zero pairs on your left side, you can remove 3 zero pairs. If you have 2 zero pairs on your right side, you can remove 2 zero pairs. As long as they're together on the same side, you can remove the x and the stars. So what would be our legal move then with this? Christian?
Take the right one from the left side.
Good, so go ahead and remove your zero pair. So we've taken off our zero pair from the left side. Now what would we do? Tina?
Now take an x off each side.
Yeah, so now we're going to take an x off of each side. And so now we know that x is equal to 4. So what's going to be a little bit different is your checks that we're doing. Not like the procedure of it, but the adding and now subtracting in it. Okay, so we also, on your homework, you will be recording the value of x and star. So let me draw it, because that might be easier for me to do this. So here's how we solve this. We had 3x plus star equals x plus 4, so we took off our zero pair, and then we took off an x, and we figured out that x equals 4, and then on your homework tonight you'll see, starting today, now star equals what? Negative 4. So that's really important, not only for knowing the opposite, that they're opposites, but then in your check, so here's how you would do your check. So for every x, I'm writing 4 plus 4 plus 4. And now, because I have a star and it's negative 4, I'm just going to write minus 4. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like what we did in the homework when I was showing you, because it's the same thing. If you have a 4, and you're adding a negative 4, it's the same as subtracting 4. So that's why I'm writing it out like this. And then I'm going to do on my right side, obviously, 4 plus 4. So let's do our check. So 4 plus 4?
8.
8. Plus 4?
12.
Minus 4.
8.
So that's how you would do your check. And then on the right side, 4 plus 4 equals
8.
8. So our check is 8 equals 8. Maggie?
If there was a white card on one side with no blue cards, and there was a blue card on the other side, could you take the blue card or the white card from either side, or does it have to be to take the zero pair, or does the zero pair have to be on one side?
No, the zero pair has to be on one side.
Okay.
So we're going to learn some moves next week where there will be a blue pawn on one side and a star on the other side. We're going to learn some moves in order to, like, you know, solve equations like that. But for right now, and no matter what, they always have to be together. That's why we call them a pair, because they work together. All right, so let's try another equation so you can clear off your maths. Okay. So go ahead and set this up as I'm writing it, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so here's your equation. So we have 2x plus star plus x equals x plus 5. Okay, so what's our first legal move for this problem? You know, we still have some problems that you're going to have cubes on both sides, so you're going to want to take care of that. But what can we do first now? We're just practicing our legal move. Nina?
Take a 0 pair off the left side.
So go ahead and remove a 0 pair off your left side. And now what can you do? Christian?
Take one x from each side.
Now I can take one x off of each side. So now I'm left with x is equal to 5. Okay, so go ahead and put your pawns back up to the original setup. I'll just do the check on here after I demonstrate our legal moves. So we said x is equal to 5. What is star equal to? Negative 5. Okay, so back to your original setup. So we're doing 5 plus 5 minus 5 plus 5. Does that make sense to everyone? Great.
Would a star like always equal the opposite of x? And
Always the opposite.
Okay.
But remember, it doesn't always turn out to be negative though. Like these few problems
Yeah,
we've
that's-
done, the star is negative,
Yeah.
but the star can also be positive too.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Like, would it,
Yeah.
like once we got further, would it make like, or like these problems would they always just stay the same? Like just the opposite. If star was positive 5, then x would be negative.
Always.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay, so we have 5 plus 5 is
10.
minus 5
5.
plus 5.
10.
And then on our right side, we have 5 plus 5 equals
10.
So 10 equals 10. Check. Easy, right?
Yeah.
It's not really anything new because you already know that you can remove a 0 pair. The only difference really is that now you're, on your homework will record x and star values and then just doing your check with the adding and subtracting. So let's do one more. I think I'll just write. Are you guys okay with me just writing this problem?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can set it up and I'll just solve it up here. So go ahead and set up as I'm writing, or if you can.
I can't
4x, I know I'll move. 4x plus star plus 1 equals 2x plus 5. 4x plus star plus 1 equals 2x plus 5. So here's a case with our number cubes. So no matter what, you're always going to do your number cubes first if you have them on both sides, because then it helps you figure out which side you're, removing, so that you're always left with a number value on one side and pawns on the other. Okay, Lauren, what should we do?
So take a star and left one. Take the 0 pair from the left side.
Okay, but what should we do? What did I just say we should do no matter what? First, if you have cubes on both sides, it's really helpful because in some equations you're going to start to have x's and stars on both sides. You'll have number cubes on both sides. So let's always get in the habit of, if we see cubes on both sides, Nicole, what should we do?
5 minus
Equals 4. Okay, now, Lauren, give us the next move.
Take the 0 pair and the left side.
So you can take off the 0 pair on your left side. Now what can I do? Michael?
Take 2 x's off of each side.
Now I can take 2 x's off of each side. So now I am left with x is equal to 4. Good. And star is equal to
Minus
negative 4. Okay, go back to your original setup. Okay, so plugging in for our x's and stars. So we have 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 minus 4 plus 1. Okay, so 4 times 4 is 16. 16 minus 4, 12 plus 1, 13. And on our right side, we have 4 plus 4 plus 5. So 4 plus 4, 8 plus 5. 13 equals 13. Check. Any questions on that one?